All right. So you know how we've all heard about fasting
Uh,
and how it can be good for you?
yeah,
Well, let's really dive deep into this today.
let's do it.
We've got this book here,
Okay.
The Complete Guide to Fasting
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this one.
by Dr. Jason Fung
Right.
and Jimmy Moore.
Okay.
Dr. Fung is like a kidney specialist,
Mm-hmm.
really focuses on metabolic health and all that.
So he really knows his stuff.
Yeah, and Jimmy Moore, he's been like a big advocate for low-carb diets and fasting for a long time.
Long time.
So it's a pretty interesting duo.
A good combo for sure.
What I think is cool is how the book says fasting isn't some...
Like a fad diet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. It's been around forever.
It has.
They talk about how different cultures have used it
Mm-hmm.
for centuries
Yeah.
to like improve their health.
Yeah, for physical and mental well-being.
Totally.
Like our bodies are meant to.
Like cycle between eating and not eating. You know.
Totally. Like that makes sense to me.
It does.
Like
Oh,
hitting the reset button,
okay.
for your metabolism
Okay.
when we're constantly like snacking.
Yeah. Yeah. Always grazing.
Right.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Our insulin levels just stay high.
Okay.
And high insulin,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a roadblock to burning fat,
Oh. So fasting is like,
It helps us lower that insulin.
okay.
And then our bodies can actually
Nisha.
tap into those fat reserves.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that make you feel,
Tired?
yeah, like sluggish and slow?
Yeah.
Like I always said it would slow down your metabolism.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
But the book's like,
Yeah.
no,
not.
short-term fasting can actually increase metabolism.
Really?
It's like tricking your body
Okay.
into burning more calories.
Wait, hold up. How
Yeah.
does that even work?
Okay, so basically,
Okay.
when you fast,
Uh-huh.
your body releases these hormones,
Okay.
like norepinephrine,
Okay.
which tell your cells
Yeah.
to start burning fat
Okay.
for energy.
I see.
It's a natural process
Yeah.
that kicks in when you're not constantly,
Eating.
like eating all the time.
So it's not about starving yourself.
No.
It's like giving your body a break
Exactly.
to like reset,
Yes.
recharge.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that brings us to the different types of fasting.
Okay, bring it on.
Intermittent fasting
Okay.
is the most popular these days.
Uh-huh.
It's all about like
Yeah.
cycling between periods of eating and fasting.
Oh, within like a day.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the 16.8 method.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Right.
Where you fast for 16 hours
16 hours.
and then you have an 8-hour window to eat.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or the 20.4 method,
Okay.
which is a bit more intense.
Yeah.
Just a 4-hour eating window.
Ah.
So think of it as like
Yeah.
time-restricted eating.
Okay.
It's not necessarily changing what you eat,
Oh.
but when you eat,
Okay.
and the beauty of it
Yeah.
is that it's pretty easy to fit into your life.
I could see that.
Yeah.
It's not about like counting calories or
Right.
cutting out food groups.
No.
It's more about strategic timing.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
But what if you want like,
Something a little harder.
yeah,
Okay.
more challenging.
So then we move on to alternate day fasting,
Alternate day fast.
where you alternate between full fasting days
Okay.
or very low calorie days
Okay.
and normal eating days.
So like one day
Yeah.
on one day off.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds...
Intense.
It does.
Right.
But what's the benefit of going that route?
Okay, so studies show it can really improve your heart health,
Wow.
help with weight loss,
Okay.
and make your body more sensitive to insulin.
Okay.
It's like a total makeover.
So we've got intermittent fasting.
Uh-huh.
We've got alternate day fasting.
Yeah.
What's like the next level?
Okay, so the book also covers prolonged fasting, which is
Like longer.
longer periods of fasting
Okay.
from like 24 hours to several days.
Wow.
But,
Yeah.
and this is important,
Okay.
they emphasize that this type
Mm-hmm.
should only be done under the guidance of a doctor,
Okay.
especially for anything longer than like
Yeah.
48 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to jump into the deep end
Right.
without a lifeguard.
Exactly.
Right.
But what are the benefits of these longer fasts?
This is where it gets really cool.
Okay.
Prolonged fasting can trigger something called autophagy.
Autophagy.
Yeah, have you heard of that?
I think so, but
Yeah.
remind me.
Okay. So imagine your body
Yeah.
doing like a deep spring cleaning.
Okay.
That's essentially autophagy.
Okay.
When you fast for an extended period,
Yeah.
your cells start to like break down
Uh-huh.
and recycle
Okay.
old damaged parts.
So it's like a cellular rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And that can have
What kind of benefits?
pretty major health benefits,
Okay.
like reducing the risk of certain diseases,
Like what?
like cancer.
Oh, wow.
neurodegenerative conditions.
It's like hitting the reset button,
Yeah.
not just for your metabolism, but
Yeah.
like at the cellular level.
Exactly.
This is blowing my mind.
I know, right?
Okay, so we've covered the history of fasting,
Uh-huh.
the different types, even touched upon this autophagy.
No.
But what's the science behind it all?
Yeah.
What's actually happening in our bodies when we fast?
Okay, so we talked about insulin earlier.
Right.
It's really key here.
Okay.
The book delves into the relationship between insulin
Okay.
and something called insulin sensitivity.
Okay.
As you fast, your insulin levels go down,
Right.
which helps your body switch from burning sugar for energy
Right.
to burning stored fat.
So fasting helps us become better at burning fat.
Exactly.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
But what about this insulin sensitivity?
Okay, so imagine insulin
Yeah.
as a key
Okay.
that unlocks your cells
Okay.
to let glucose in
Okay.
for energy.
I'm with you.
Okay, so when we eat constantly,
Yeah.
especially processed foods,
Uh-huh.
sugary drinks,
Yeah.
our cells get flooded with insulin
Mm-hmm.
and they start to become resistant.
Resistant.
It's like the lock gets rusty
Oh, okay.
and the key no longer works as well.
Okay.
This resistance can lead to
Right.
all sorts of metabolic problems,
Okay.
including type 2 diabetes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So by reducing insulin through fasting, we're basically cleaning the rust off the lock
Yes,
and improving our insulin sensitivity.
precisely.
Okay.
And that improved sensitivity is
yeah.
crucial,
Oh.
managing your blood sugar
Mhm.
and preventing those metabolic issues.
So it can prevent type 2 diabetes?
It's even been shown to potentially reverse it.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, right?
Okay, so we've busted the myth about fasting slowing down your metabolism. We've learned about this insulin sensitivity,
Yeah.
but I still have one question.
Okay, shoot.
If fasting is all about burning fat,
Uh-huh.
what about muscle loss?
Okay.
Isn't that a concern?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people worry about losing muscle
Mm-hmm.
when they restrict calories.
That's a very valid concern.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Your body's smarter than you think.
Okay.
It actually prioritizes burning fat
Uh-huh.
for energy
Okay.
before it even considers breaking down muscle.
So I'm not going to turn into a weakling
No.
just because I'm fasting.
Not at all.
Okay.
Some studies even suggest
Yeah.
that short-term fasting might help build muscle,
Really?
especially if you combine it with resistance training.
Oh, so like lifting weights
Exactly.
while fasting could be good.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's like sending a signal
Okay.
to your body
Yeah.
that those muscles
Mhm.
are important
Yeah.
and need to be preserved.
That makes sense. But is fasting safe for everyone?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And the book addresses it.
Okay, good.
It's important to remember
Yeah.
that fasting isn't for everyone.
Okay.
People with certain medical conditions,
Okay.
pregnant women,
Right?
people taking certain medications,
Mm-hmm.
should definitely talk to their doctor.
Before trying any type of fasting.
Exactly.
Okay, safety first.
Yes.
For those of us who are healthy
Uh-huh.
and curious,
Yeah.
what are some tips for success?
Well, the book emphasizes planning.
Okay.
Planning your fasts properly.
So it's not just like skipping breakfast one day and
Yeah.
just winging it.
You got to have a plan.
Okay.
So this means making sure
Yeah.
you're drinking enough water,
Okay.
mentally preparing yourself
Uh-huh.
for the change in routine,
Okay.
and choosing the right fasting method.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
start slow.
Yes, start slow,
All right.
maybe with a shorter fasting window,
Okay.
and gradually increase.
As your body gets used to it.
Exactly. And it's really important to pay
Yeah.
attention
Uh,
to how you break your fast
what do you mean by that?
when you're ready to eat again.
Yeah.
Start with easily digestible foods,
Like what?
like broths,
Okay.
cooked vegetables.
Yeah.
Avoid those high-carb foods initially
Because they can.
cause a big spike in your insulin level,
Oh, right.
which is what we're trying to avoid.
Gotcha. So it's like easing back into eating,
Exactly.
not like diving headfirst into a pizza.
No pizza right away.
Okay.
And throughout the fasting period,
Yeah.
hydration is key.
Okay. Huh?
Make sure you're drinking
Plenty of water.
water, tea,
Uh-huh.
or even like electrolyte drinks.
What about coffee and green tea?
Oh, yeah,
Do they help?
they absolutely can.
Really?
Yeah, they both contain compounds
Okay.
that naturally suppress your appetite.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, they can make the fasting experience a bit easier.
That's good to know.
The book mentions them.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
let's go back to those common myths
Yeah.
about fasting that the book debunks.
We've already talked about the myth of slowed metabolism.
Right.
But what about muscle loss?
Right. We covered that one too.
Yeah.
Your body prioritizes fat burning over muscle breakdown,
Okay.
especially during those shorter fasts.
Right.
And remember,
Yeah.
if you're doing resistance training,
Yeah, like lifting weights.
you're sending a signal to your body to hold onto that muscle mass.
Those muscles are earners, not burners.
Exactly.
What other myths?
Well, one big one
Yeah.
is the concern about safety.
Okay.
For most healthy individuals, short-term fasting, when done correctly, is perfectly safe.
Okay.
But again,
Yeah.
if you have any underlying health conditions, it's crucial to check with your doctor first.
Always good advice.
Always.
This has been a really eye-opening deep dive.
It has been
into the world of fasting.
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too.
And debunked a lot of the misconceptions I had.
It's a fascinating topic.
It is.
And I think we've only just scratched the surface.
I think so too.
But the key takeaways are clear.
Yeah.
Fasting isn't about deprivation.
Right.
It's about giving your body a chance to reset, recharge, and tap into its incredible self-healing abilities.
It's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
No, not at all.
There are different types of fasting to explore.
Exactly.
It's about finding what works best for you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling inspired.
I am too.
To give it a try.
Yeah.
But before we go,
Yeah.
I'd love to leave our listener with something to ponder.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so listener.
Yeah.
Considering all the potential benefits we've discussed, ask yourself this.
Yeah.
How could incorporating short periods of fasting into your routine impact your overall well-being?
That's a powerful question.
And remember, this deep dive is just the beginning of your journey into the world of fasting. There are so many resources available.
There are.
Even talking to a healthcare professional could be a valuable next step.
For sure. Knowledge is power.
Well said.
You're equipped now with the information
to make informed choices about your health.
Exactly.
Well, a huge thank you to Dr. Jason Fung and Jimmy Moore for their insightful book, The Complete Guide to Fasting.
Such a good book.
It provided the foundation for our discussion today.
A great foundation.
I highly recommend checking it out. And if you want to explore this world in more depth,
it's a fantastic resource.
Yeah.
Filled with evidence-based information and practical guidance
to help you navigate the world of fasting
safely and effectively.
And to our amazing listener, thank you for joining us
on this journey of discovery.
Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.
And keep those minds and bodies thriving. Even if you're strategically skipping a meal or two.
Exactly.
I'm already thinking about how I can use some of this stuff. Like in my own routine. Like it's a whole new world.
I know, right?
For better health and energy and everything.
The best part is, it's not like, you know, deprivation rules. It's about
like listening to your body.
Yes.
Okay.
And finding what works for you.
That's such a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Not everyone's the same.
So to our listener out there, I hope this deep dive has made you think about fasting.
Sparked your curiosity.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to try that 16.8 method.
Yeah.
Or just explore the idea of giving your body a break.
Yeah, like sometimes we just need a break.
From eating all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It can be good for you.
Every journey starts with a single step.
That's true.
And who knows? Maybe incorporating fasting could be the key.
To unlocking
a whole new level.
Of health and vitality.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic note to end on.
I think so too.
Thanks so much for joining me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
On this deep dive.
Yes. Always happy.
Into the world of fasting.
To explore these fascinating topics.
Until next time.
Keep
those minds curious.
And
stay hungry for knowledge.
Even if you're skipping a meal or two.
Exactly.
Thanks for tuning into Chapter 2, where we break down the best books to fuel your growth and learning. If this book caught your interest, check out the links in the description to get the audiobook at no cost. Don't miss out and support our channel while you dive deeper into these life-changing reads. See you in the next episode.